All right, so let's let's talk about some shit.
So that's
I
funny.
think you want to talk about swim trunks or something.
Yeah. So I happened to be wearing a pair of swim trunks earlier. I grabbed a pair of shorts and just like in a hurry, grabbed a pair of swim trunks. Some fucking just throwing on a pair of shorts, and like I noticed I'm free balling because it's swim trunks. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna wear my drawers with these. I'm just gonna wear the swim trunks.
Cool.
So after a while, like I'm sitting there and I'm getting the net bunch. And I know every guy that like has worn swim trunks has gotten the net bunch before. It's like where and basically the inside of these trunks for ladies who don't know
Hold on,
not
hold on, hold
familiar.
on, hold on. Time out, time out, time out. What the fuck is the net bunch?
The net bunch is when the lining, which is this fucking netting, and it's the same netting that they use for the onions. I don't know if you've ever seen the onion packaging.
It's not the
It's
same netting as that. Get the fuck out of here. That's just
or
like plastic.
maybe it's a little softer,
Yeah, it's
but not
cloth.
much. But not much. So you get the net bunch, and basically what happens is your nuts are squeezed into this fucking net. It's just strangling
So
out
like,
your nuts.
so like if they were squeezed really hard, you would get some juice out of those bad boys.
Yeah. It's almost like you ever seen the stress balls with the netting around it that when you squeeze it, the little stress ball comes through the
Yes,
netting.
yes, yes. I have, but
That was that that was my balls.
I also know what the netting is and what it feels like because I have
Yes.
had and used swim trunks.
Yeah. So that was my balls earlier, ladies. It was the fucking stress ball squeezed.
Why just ladies? Maybe some dudes are interested in this. Like,
Teach their own. But just saying. So
maybe some
I'm
dudes want
thinking,
to know about the comfort of your balls. You never
so
know.
I'm thinking to myself, like, why has no one thought of a better concept of support in men's swim trunk apparel in all these fucking years, other than some netting?
Well, what do you want them to do? The whole point is quick drying.
No, I don't. No, I don't think that's there for quick drying. I think it's there for support.
All right. So this is where you made the big mistake. They're called swim trunks for a reason. They're not like regular shorts. They're not meant for you to just be going to fucking Walgreens or Walmart or whatever and to just be letting the boys hang and play while you're getting your fucking, I don't know, fucking Fritos. Like
All right.
they
So, have you never gone to an amusement park that you know that they have water rides and things like that and worn swim trunks?
yes, yes, because that's what I expect. But I don't wear them. I don't wear them to go to uh the market basket because I know that's going to be a situation where I'm not getting wet
But that's what
and
I'm saying. Like, I'm just chilling around the house, and I'm like, why are these this fucking uncomfortable, and why has no
well,
one come up with a solution?
they're never meant to be that comfortable. They're just meant to be quick drying and give you some support. They're like they're not a bed. They're like a hammock. It's like a hammock for your boys. It's not a bed. You don't go to sleep in them. You just kind of just chill for a little while.
So they couldn't make that fucking shit out of spandex.
No, because spandex doesn't dry as fast as the mesh. The mesh is like full of holes.
It's fucking spandex. It would fucking dry quick as fuck,
Not as fast as mesh, motherfucker.
and and would be comfortable and supportive of my balls.
Well, I think your beef is with the actual support of the mesh. And maybe there needs to be some level of adjustment to that support. If we're being honest, the the swim trunks would be fine if you could adjust how the hammock cradled the boys. If the hammock cradled the boys in the proper fashion, you wouldn't have any problem with the mesh because the mesh is comfortable. There's no problem with the mesh. The problem is with your boys just being all out there. Am I wrong?
So, it's like a satchel, like a Crown Royal bag.
Yeah, exactly. The same way you have a drawstring to pull to hold your shit, your fucking shorts up so they don't fall down to your ankles. Maybe we need a second drawstring to handle the boys.
I don't
What do
know.
you think?
I think I'm switching. I'm switching
Maybe,
to board shorts.
and maybe we just came up with something. Maybe we need to explore this and start throwing out a patent. We just came up with a fucking, we just, bro. We just came up with a fucking $1 million idea. Fuck your,
It's not a it's not a purse. It's a satchel.
yeah. We got a hammock for your nuts. You want to go swimming? Swim your dick off, but your nuts are gonna be comfortable. They're gonna be loved. They're gonna be cradled like you wouldn't believe. These motherfuckers are gonna be catered to. We're gonna cater to these boys more than your side chick.
You know what's funny is, so I actually looked it up. I was like, you know what? Did they fucking have they come up with something else to fucking replace these things? And what is the reason for the netting? Like, obviously, I knew like there's got to be there for support or whatever, but the main reason is so that you can like have support and not get an athletic injury to your testicles while swimming. It's to keep them tucked to your body, so that while you're kicking your legs and swimming, your nuts don't get
Really?
crunched between them. Yeah,
Wow.
that was the
Because this
reasoning.
is some loose ass netting. See, you're just feeding into my fucking idea, bro. We're gonna be millionaires. We're gonna be billionaires. We get this idea going. We cradle those bad boys. We're good. We're good.
Gotta have a cool lining.
Dude. I mean, fuck this podcast. Let's go fucking make some real netted like swim trunks. Let's go. What the fuck are we doing?
Get wet, cool lining nut bags.
I mean, that's all we're looking for. We're just looking for a little support. You don't want to injure yourself if you're trying to be Michael Phelps. Well, guess what? Wait a minute. Time out. See that now that I just thought about that's a flaw in the netting argument because those motherfuckers just wear speedos and like basically they're wearing stuff that keeps their nuts pressed to their skin.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. It's supposed to keep these things tucked up. So
Yeah,
that your
but
legs
netting,
don't
what netting do you know keeps them tucked up? None. I've never had any fucking swim trunks where the netting was keeping the boys like. And you know, we already had an issue. We had already had a podcast about the long balls. Like this is getting worse. How the fuck am I supposed to deal with that if I got long balls and I have faulty netting already, not catching the fish? Like, what am I gonna do if I got long balls? It's even worse.
Because your nuts definitely slip out the side of the netting. Look,
I'm gonna have nuts fucking slipping through the actual netting. Like, what the fuck?
well, and maybe that's the worst part about the netting is not so much the actual like the netting part. It's the nut slip from where your legs go, and the nuts sliding out in between that space, and then getting pinched so that your nut is now out of the netting that's tucked underneath you. So your nut is tucked to your leg with the netting wrapped around it.
Wait, so is it showing?
Yeah, so you got like some nut cleavage,
But like,
and you got
all right, so there's longer ones and there's shorter ones. Are we talking shorter ones? Like when you walk out, like fucking Granny, you walking out on the out of the beach, and Granny's like sitting, laying there, and she sees it, and she's like, "How you doing?"
I'm not talking about your nuts hanging out the bottom of your shorts.
All right, just trying to make sure. I got confused there.